guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Janelle Veronica and I post makeup videos twice a week on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. So if you absolutely love your makeup, make sure that you subscribe and that you join the family. We are all about makeup on this channel. For today's makeup, I really want to do a full coverage makeup look that's going to be long lasting. So for my base, I'm going to use my Maybelline Superstay 30 Hour Foundation. This foundation is a long lasting foundation. As the name says, it's up for 30 hours of wear and it's an active wear. So if you're active, you're on the go, you're moving around, if you're partying, etc., and you want your makeup to last, this is a good one to go in with. So, you know, we get busy during the summer, so we need something that's going to last, that's going to stay put, keep the makeup in place, keep us looking glam all throughout the day. So I'm going to use this today. Alright, so therefore, that's it. Let me get started. Let me put some primer on my face. You know, we are primer girls over here. We always go in with primer, and let me get going. For my primer today, I'm going to go in with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Just only need about 2 pumps of it. Wow, my intro was long today. Let me work this into the skin. I try to get my intros as short as possible, but sometimes I just ramble on. Now this has your face looking shiny, hella shiny, but it's good though. It's a good primer if you want your makeup to last. If you want your foundation to, as the name says, it's a gripping primer, and as I always say, it grips onto the foundation and it will keep that foundation in place. It gets tacky, you can feel it getting tacky on the skin, and as I said today, I'm all about a long lasting base. I'm all about it. So let me just let that dry down just a little longer before I go in with foundation. Alright, that feels just about good. So I'm going to go in with that foundation that I told you about at the beginning of the video. The Maybelline Superstay Activewear 30 Hour Foundation. The shade that I'm going in with is 360 Mocha. As usual, I'm going to use my finger to dot that. Okay, so that looks like a very good match. I'm acting like I never used this before. I've used this before. It's a good match. 360 is the perfect shade for me. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Miracle Sponge and pump that foundation in. Oh Lord, this foundation, so beautiful. Look at how smooth that looks. You know, there's like every day there's a new foundation coming out, and sometimes you want to buy every new foundation and you do that and you forget about the old ones that are really good. I mean, this has been around for ages. Not for ages. The normal Maybelline Superstay has been around for a while, but this Activewear one only came out after that. This one, yeah, it's good. Alright, that blended out easily, and as I said, look at it, it's matte, it's full coverage, and I went in with about 2.5 pumps, and the pumps are small pumps. It's a small pump, it's not like a big generous pump, so 2.5 was able to give me a full face. Now I'm going to move on to my concealer, and I'm also going to use another Maybelline product. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. The shade that I'm going in with is Tan 45. So we use the Superstay foundation and we're going to use the Superstay concealer today. Down the nose, my mustache, and on my chin. I don't even remember how quickly that dries down, but I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna contour quickly. I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place shade stick in the shade Katsina. So let me contour quickly while that while that concealer is drying down a little bit. This is my BH Cosmetics number 3 brush. So we're gonna blend that contour out, working the cheekbones upwards. Alright guys, so contour all blended out. So we're gonna blend the concealer out now. This is a callus sponge. I'm gonna start at my chin. Okay, so it's still blended. Onto the forehead, down the nose, down the under eye. The shade 45 Tan is a beautiful shade. Alright, so that blended out nicely. I wish this concealer, well, it says full coverage, but I wish it was a little bit more full coverage. Maybe like the Too Faced Born This Way, that one is full coverage. This one, this is like a medium coverage. This definitely is not a full coverage. Anyhow, it blended out nicely, so let's see how it looks. So maybe if you want like a medium coverage concealer, something that's a little lighter for the under eyes, lighter in terms of coverage, not in terms of color, you can use the Superstay. I'm gonna set that down with my Fenty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Satin Powder in the shade Honey. So that looks nice and smooth. That combination of the Maybelline Super Stay Concealer and the Fenty setting powder, it looks good. You know, because sometimes you have a nice concealer and it does not work with certain setting powders, but these two work nicely together. I like the way how that looks. It's nice and smooth, nice and buttery, not patchy, nothing like that. I'm going to set down the bridge of my nose because we highlighted the nose, so we have to set that. When I set down the bridge of my nose, I just use a flat eyeshadow brush, but I also use it to clean up the side of the nose where we set under the eyes, and make sure that this is nicely blended out and smooth. So I just do some detail work with this small brush. Alright, nice. Going in with another Fenty powder. This is the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 450, the powder foundation, and I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. So just going in on the back of my sponge, I'm going to press that powder in. It's a soft matte powder, so it's going to help your makeup to last. It's going to control oil. So if you're like me and you have oily skin, this is perfect for setting your foundation down around the forehead. Now after I press with my sponge, I go with my BH Cosmetics #1 brush and pick up some powder and smooth. For my bronzer today, because we have to bronze. If you don't bronze, what are you doing? Get your life together. Get you a nice, in fact, you know what? I don't have to tell you guys about bronzing. You guys get it. For bronzer, this is the Revolution Glow Splendour Ultra Matte Bronzer in dark. Alright, that is what the shade looks like. And this is my Ashley Lee P04 brush that I'm going in with. This is such a beautiful bronzer. Cheekbones. Around the forehead. Look at that. Look at the dimension that bronzer brings to the face. So the center of the face is nicely highlighted with the concealer that's like 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation. Then you go in with your bronzer, which has that brownish, reddish, darker hue, and it really sculpts the face, brings dimension back to the face. It is so beautiful. I'm also going to use that bronzer to sculpt my nose out. Alright, lovely. Nice and subtle. You can see it, but it's not like bam in your face. I'm trying to give myself a new nose. No, we're just enhancing. taking our time, enhancing, doing everything nice and subtle. Now let me do my brows quickly off camera to save a little bit of time. Come back, jump into the eyeshadow look. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to use my OPV Beauty Spotlight eyeshadow palette. This is what the palette looks like. So it has some nice beautiful neutrals, some browns, some oranges, some cranberries in terms of matte shades. But then you have shimmer shades like this nice purple, you have green, you have blue, a nice beautiful blue, gold. You have choices. Alright, I think I'm gonna go green on the eye. I'm feeling green today, so I might go green on the eye. But let me just do my brows quickly and come back and get into that look. Alright guys, so brows are done. I went ahead and primed my lids for the eyeshadow. To do that, I used my Juvia's Place Eye Primer in shade number 2. And this is what the shade looks like. Not white, not too dark. Perfect shade as an eyeshadow base for me. Now as I said, for the eyeshadow I'm using the OPV Beauty Spotlight eyeshadow palette. Again, just a quick look. This is what the palette looks like. This is what it looks like. So beautiful. So I'm gonna define my crease with a brown shade. So I'm gonna go in with this brown in the top corner of the palette. It's called Dazzle Night, and I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M434 blending brush. I'm feeling like having brown in the crease. On the corner of the eye so that it hugs the eye. I think OPV Beauty makes some wonderful palettes. Their mattes are so buttery and they blend out so easily. Like this brown shade all over the lid alone would look so pretty. Alright, so I'm happy with that blend, and I like the fact that you can see the concealer, like where I concealed and cleaned up under my brow. That gives a nice contrast between the under the brow and the brown eyeshadow that we went in with. I think that looks cute, so I'm not going to go in with a transition shade or a buffer shade in that area. I'm just going to leave that contrast between that cleanup under the brow and that brown eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with my crease shade, and as I said, I was feeling a little green. This is a green. You know what? Let's see what shade this shows up as, because it looks like it's a duochrome. This shade, it looks like a greeny purpley shade. That shade in the palette, and it's called Notoriety on the eye. Right, so it's looking green. You know, if there's one thing that you do for the summer, if you're a neutrals girl and you normally like to go in with like a gold on your lid, a gold shimmer, get you a nice green or purple and put them in rotation for your eyeshadow for the summer months, just to spice up the look a little bit. I love a little green eyeshadow moment or purple. Yeah, you know, so that you can get away from the neutral tones all the time. Alright, I'm gonna go back in with the brown on the outer V, blend through the crease again. I'm also going to run the brown along the lower lash line. Alright, nice. For an inner corner highlight, I'm going to use a gold from the palette. I'm going to go in with this gold called Focus. That one. Guys, so that is perfect. Time for lashes. You know the lash, the definition. I buy so many of these. It's like whenever I go shopping and I see them, I pick up 4. This is my favorite lash, the Eylure London Definition Lash, and it is full and bold, style number 126. I just trimmed the edges so that they fit my eyes perfectly, and I find it's a nice. You can wear it every day. It really elevates an eye look. You can also wear it out. It's just the perfect lash. Hands down, the perfect lash. Alright guys, so lashes are on, and it's time for some blush. For my blush today, I'm gonna go movie on the blush. This is my Revlon powder blush in the shade Very Berry. As you can see, it's like a pinky movie blush, and this is my Real Techniques 400 blush brush. So we're just going to add a little bit of color to the cheeks. Alright, nice. Time to work on the under eyes and just finish off the under eyes. I'm gonna grab mine. I've grabbed it already. I've grabbed it already. The Morphe M554 tapered paddle brush. I'm I'm gonna dip into some of the Fenty setting powder that we used to set the concealer down earlier, but this time I'm going in with a brush, shake the excess off, then go in and press, blend it nicely into the blush, brighten the under eye, make sure that we are nice and smooth. And you're not baking, so the powder is not sitting there, you're actually pressing the powder in, so it's not sitting on your face, because we want that when you take your pictures you don't get any flashback. So you press, you press that powder in to make sure that you absorb any excess moisture that might be there from the concealer. Because sometimes when you set once with your setting powder, it doesn't fully dry the concealer down all the way. So I like to do this final step at the end to make sure the concealer is perfectly set. A little bit on the forehead as well. The head of the brow. To soften that. Chin. Alright, and I'm actually going to wear a highlighter today. I don't really wear highlighter, but I'm feeling it. So I'm grabbing my Maybelline Master Chrome metallic highlighter in the color Molten Gold 100, and I'm just going to go with this Real Techniques 402 brush. And we're just applying that above where we applied the blush. I'm also going to highlight down my nose, tip, use my finger to blend. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, we're going for long lasting. If you want your makeup to really last, go back to, this has been around for so long, but it is still one of the best long-lasting setting sprays on the market, the Benign Final Seal Matte Makeup Sealer. This, so good. The spray nozzle is a little bit aggressive. It's not misty, so when you're spraying it, you have to make sure that you hold it away from your face and let it spray and drop on your face, or not, if you're going too close, it will move your makeup. Trust me, you have a patch on your face. But I'm gonna work on my lips now, and today I'm, you know the deal, I'm gonna go nude on your lips. I haven't done a nude lip in a little while, and I'm craving a nude lip. So I'm going to start. I'm going to use my Morphe, I think this is the Sweet Tea Lip Trio. So it comes with a pencil, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. The pencil is in the shade Trend Setter. It's a brown liner. Alright, lips are lined. This is the lipstick. It's a matte lipstick, and the color name is Boo. And then this is the lip gloss. The lip gloss is in the color Chill. So we're going to top that with the gloss. Alright guys, and that is the makeup look all complete. Now as I said, today I wanted long lasting, so in terms of foundation I went in with the Maybelline. In fact, all of the products that I use are going to be listed in the description box. I always put them in the box so that you can, you know, refer to them and you can see the products that I used throughout the video. But foundation, we went in with the Maybelline Active Wear, really good long wear foundation. The Milk Hydro Grip enhances your long wearing foundation. This really grips onto the foundation and keeps the makeup in place throughout the day. And to set, we went in with the Benai Final Seal. Really good at keeping your makeup in place. If you like to party and have a good time, definitely try the Benai Final Seal. But I'm sure you guys have tried it. I like the green on the eyes, just for a little summery twist, a little change. The nude lip, we are blushed, we are bronze, contoured. I like it. I hope you guys like it as well. Alright, so don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed, you know I always have to ask. If you're watching my videos and enjoying them and you're not subscribed, please change that today and subscribe. Or if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos and you like it, just subscribe, join the family here. We are all about the makeup. So until next time, I want you to be fantastic, be fabulous wherever in the world you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Now you see what I said? Look, that concealer still needed setting. If you want your makeup to last, you have to make sure that you set it properly. That looks so much better now. Bye guys.